A Republican running for one of most competitive congressional seats in country has emphasized his belief that Donald Trump should win White House and pardon some of mob involved in Jan. 6 attack on U.S. Capitol. Filed Joe Kent, Republican U.S. congressional candidate for Washington. 3rd Congressional District Kent campaign website 2022 Washington GOP candidate Joe Kent singled out Jamie Herrera Butler, one of only 10 House Republicans to vote to impeach Trump after the Capitol attack. Kent, who managed to unseat him, lost a close general election race a few months later. He's running for same seat this year in a contest that will not only help determine which party controls the House of Representatives, but also test how far to right a swing district might be willing to move. During a recent campaign stop, footage obtained by CBS News shows Kent being asked questions about the defendants who were still languishing in jail and were not given a speedy trial on Jan. 6. "We need win in 2024 so we can get President Trump to pardon them," Kent said, adding, "If anyone did anything violent on January 6, which they absolutely did, they should be held accountable. But there's a real lack of due process, well as mass arrests. If this has stop, as more time passes since attack on Capitol." Kent is among a group Republicans embracing possibility of pardons for at least some those connected to riot. "There are a lot of crazy people out there," said Ty Cobb, a former federal prosecutor who was White House lawyer during the Trump administration. "And all of this is possible, which is tragic for America." 5 people just before, during or immediately after attack, and in the following months. 4 police officers by suicide at Capitol on Jan. 6. Several police officers were injured by a mob of Trump supporters angered by Republicans' false claims that the 2020 election was rigged and stolen from him. Almost 3 years after attack, Trump is the undisputed frontrunner in 2024 GOP presidential primary race despite facing criminal charges tied to his attempts to stay in power after his election loss. Criticism from prominent Republicans of Trump's conduct on January 6 has all but disappeared. Instead, one wing the GOP has tried to portray at least some those who were part the riot as deserving pardon. "Nobody would probably be talking about pardoning these people if Trump wasn't actually behind it," said former Republican Congressman Adam Kinzinger, who voted to impeach Trump after the Capitol attack and was part of the bipartisan House panel investigating Jan. 6. "But it's thoroughly cooked now. I think that's the price of entry into Republican politics." Trump does not shy away from January 6 in his latest bid for the White House. He downplayed what was happening and defended himself and his supporters who played a role in the uprising. "I can't say anything about each of them because a few of them were probably punished out control." He hinted that if he